Competitive research or a secondary research we often do whenever we want to benchmark the direction we want to take for the solution. It has nothing to do with the creative thinking, but it has more to do with users' basic expectations when they come to the product for the first time. Sometimes research does help in the direction that we want to take, let's say some sort of a out-of-box idea, but turns out to be our competitors have already taken those direction and users do not really like those ideas. So in those scenarios, the research really helps us to save time and efforts in the same. As an example, in the earlier version of a MacBook, all the ports like USB, HDMI, etc. all are replaced by Type-C only, right? And it was looking like a good idea to other manufacturers. But as the product rolls out and reaches to the user, eventually users do not really find that helpful. They were actually struggling into finding the connector to USB and HDMI and those sort of cases. So let's say you are building a laptop, then you will keep this thing in mind if you would have done research already. But that's not what we are discussing here. All the coins has flip side. So when you do a competitive or a secondary research, you will not just understanding what's the direction they have taken, but also reasoning behind it. And problem starts when more and more you do the research in the single direction, you are kind of buying that idea, and which makes you a biased decision maker at the end. Here in the process, you are actually not doing anything wrong, but it's a process problem, I think. Here what you have to realize is that secondary research is important, but not at the cost of creative thinking. But how do you know when to think about out-of-box ideas? So let's say you're working on a category creating product, then put everything aside and just focus on the new fresh perspective. If not, then always understanding the market landscape is a better place to start the process. At least you will not waste time in meaningless stuff. Thank you.